Good morning, everyone. In previous class, we have discussed about that list partition and the range partition. So here I'm going to explain about hash partition. Hash partition divides the data evenly between partitions using the hash function one column value. So this is useful when we want to distribute the data evenly across partitions based on the hash function applied to the column value. So it is commonly used when we need to perform range queries on partition columns. So when we are inserting the values, so whichever we are inserting the values in the database, so that will be distributed evenly through the table. So here we have syntax create table, table name, and column 1 data type, column 2 data type. So partition by hash. So we have to give a column name and how many partitions we are going to give. So we have to give number of partitions. So I'm creating the table. So our database, my database. So to switch the database, you have to use the use keyword my database. So 0 errors. So automatically switch it to our my database. Just select the tables. So here we have the tables employee, employee 2, employee 3. So I'm dropping that 3 tables. Drop table EMP. So here again I'm dropping another table EMP2. Drop table name EMP3. Just select the queries and execute it. 0 errors. So here I'm using the hash partition to divide the table. So the values will be evenly distributed. Create table, table name. So our table name, I'm taking EMP. Just refresh the object browser. EMP ID. I'm taking ID, integer data type, and name, varchar data type. So next, department, varchar data type. I'm taking age column, so that is the integer data type. So here I'm using the hash partition. So just use partition by class. So when we are using the partitions, so you have to use the partition by class. Partition by I'm giving hash function. So hash, I'm taking the column name ID. So here I am giving the number of partitions. Partition. So I'm taking 4 partitions. So just select the query and execute it. 0 errors. Set the values. So insert into table name, ID. So I'm taking the column names. So whatever I have created the columns during the creation of the table. I'm taking the following department and age. So just go through the syntax so you can easily understand. The name, I'm taking something name. The department, HR. Next age, I'm taking 20. Just I'm changing the values. So here I'm inserting up to some values. 2 and so I'm taking IT department and so this is the 3, ID 3 and ID 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here I'm changing the names. Changing the names and departments. So just here I'm taking sales department. IT department and manager department. Sales I'm taking again. And IT. So just submit the reports. Then select the query and execute it. So here we have got an error. 0 errors. So to describe the data to table rows. From information schema. So page table name equals to, so name is EMB. So just retrieve the data. See that. So P0 has 2 values and P1 has 2 values. So the values will be evenly distributed. So to retrieve the data from particular partition, just select as asterisk from EMP partition P1. I'm giving P1, so I'm retrieving the data from the P1 partition. So just retrieve. So 1 by 195 records IDs has stored in the partition P1. So in this way, we are using three types of partitions: list partition and range partition and hash partition. So partitioning is the technique which is used to divide the large table into smaller parts. So So here I have shown that partition, hash partition. So now I am going to explain about the window functions. So window functions are used to give the ranks to the values. So we can assign the ranks to the columns. So records. So here we have different types of queries. See that. So here we have three types of window functions: row number and rank and dense rank. So row number and rank and dense ranks, these three are also used to assign the ranks to the records. So let me check one by one. Just I'm selecting the columns from the table name or table. So you can take any table. So I'm taking the employee table. Just I'm retrieving the data from that. So we have 20 records in our employee table. So here I'm assigning the ranks to the records by using the row number. Select, I'm taking ID. So I'm selecting the ID from employees table and first name and last name. See that department, row number. I'm using the over. So here I'm giving the ranks to the age, order by age. So I'm taking the column age as the ranks age from employees. So just select the query and execute it. See that. So look at the result. So here So I'm taking the age column. So I'm selecting age column also. Just select the query and execute it. So see that age 26 has first rank and 27 and 27, second rank, third. So I'm 28. So they have assigned the fourth rank, and so in this way we are assigning the ranks to the column values. So next one, rank. So rank function is used to how I'm showing how we can apply the rank function. So last name and age, department. I'm taking salary. So rank over, so partition by department. So taking the column name, ordered by salary. So as ranking, I'm taking alias name. So from employees table. Select the query and execute it. See that. Salary 1 lakh 5,000 has first rank and 7 lakh second. So in this way we are using rank function to assign the ranks to the column values. So dense rank also similar to the rank, so you have to try that one. So next topic I am going to explain about the triggers. So triggers are the special types of stored procedures that automatically execute when the certain events occur in a database. So the types of triggers can be categorized based on the timing of the execution and the type of the event. So here we have different types of triggers: before insert and before update, before delete, and after insert and after update and after delete. So we have different types of triggers. So let me check one by one. So triggers are the special stored procedures that automatically execute when certain events occur in a database. So here the event is insert. So I'm going to show you before insert trigger how we are using insert triggers in before insert action. So this executes before new row inserted into a table. So here validating the data, setting the default values before the actual insertion of operation. We have some query, write a query to verify the ages of customers and before insert. So here I am verifying the ages before inserting the values. So here I am creating the table first. So create table, something I am taking customers one, customer ID, integer data type, and name, varchar data type. So next one, age, I am taking integer data. So here I am creating the table. So name here you have to give the size. So here I am creating the customers table. So I am performing the action that is before insert triggers. So I am validating the data before insert the values into the table. So here I am creating the trigger. So see that. So just give the delimiter. So when we are writing the multiple lines of statements, so we have to use the delimiter. So it will execute the set of statements without errors. create trigger. So here I'm performing the action age verification. So I'm giving the trigger name age verify. So action name is before insert. So on our table name, I'm verifying the values from the customers one table. So here I'm giving the customers one. For each row, so next one you have to begin the procedure. Begin. So if new age less than 0 something, if new age less than 0, so then it has to display the message like the age has negative sign. So here I'm setting the default message signal SQL state 45,000. So this is used to raising the error whatever we have. So we are setting the value in the message text, so it will raise that error. Message text equal, so age has negative sign. So you have to end the if and begin. So when we are giving the begin, so we have to end that procedure. Just close the delimiter. So see that just create the if. So refresh the object browser. Then go to the my database and check the triggers field. So age verified. So we have given that trigger name is age verified. So here I am inserting the values. Insert into table name. Customers 1. So column names ID and name and age. Values. So ID 1 and name something I'm giving. So negatives and so I'm entering the value less than 0. I'm taking minus 23. So this is the less than 0. So just set, I'm setting the second value. So 24 I'm taking. Just select the query and execute it. So here see that we got error that we have said. So whatever we have set in the message text, so it has displayed that age has negative sign. So we have set the value in the message text, right? Age has negative sign. So it has displayed that message. So signal SQL state tracing the error, whatever we have set the message text. So here we are using the before insert. So it validates the values before the insertion of the records into the table. So we are setting the default values before the actual insert operation. So tomorrow I will explain remaining topics. So thank you.